Welcome to Mr. V Teaching Math. In session, we're going to look at the order of operations and how roots fit into this entire process. First, I want to remind you about how exponents and roots are connected. If we ask for the square root of 16, what number multiplied by itself equals 16? The answer is 4. If we take 4 squared, we get 16. You will note that this and this are opposites. They are closely related to each other, and that's why when we look at our order of operations, you will see that exponents and roots are at the same level. Now, what does this look like when you're doing actual questions? Here's an example. This is a BEDMAS question. Brackets. I've got brackets. Inside the brackets, well, again, BEDMAS again. Looking for more brackets. There aren't any. Looking for exponents and roots. I have an exponent or root. So, I will circle this. Copy down everything I'm not using. Now, one common mistake I see students make at this point is they copy this again, but we're going to use it up. So this is about to disappear. What number multiplied by itself equals 36? Well, that will be 6. Now I'll continue the rest of the question. Brackets, are there any? Yes, and inside the brackets there's one thing that I can do. Copy down everything I'm not using. 6 times 9 is 54. BEDMAS, brackets, yes, nothing to do in them. Other exponents, yes, there is an exponent. Copy down the stuff I'm not using. 54 squared, 2,916. One thing left to do. There's my answer, 2,917. Now, sometimes you're going to see a question like this. A square root with a whole bunch of stuff underneath it. You can't do the square root until you've done the stuff underneath it. So this question, even though, according to BEDMAS, you have to do the exponent first, you can't do the exponent, or root, until you've done the stuff underneath it. This long bar means everything underneath it is all part of this root. So in order to do the root, you've got to do this other stuff underneath here first, which would end up having you do something like this. Because you're going to do the multiplication first. And at this point, you're doing the 12 plus 2. And now you can actually do the square root of 14, which comes out to 3.741657387. So when you see a square root written like this, you've got to do everything underneath it before you can actually do the root itself. Let me show you what that means in a larger question. BEDMAS. I'm going to go to brackets first. Here I am, inside the brackets. I'm going to do BEDMAS again, looking for brackets. Here's brackets, nothing to do. I've got a bunch of brackets here, nothing to do. Looking for exponents and roots. Here is an exponent or root, but I can't actually do the exponent or root first because there's all this other stuff underneath it. So I'm actually going to do the stuff underneath the root first. Even though that's multiplication, I have to do it before I can do the root. So I'm going to do that first. There's a square root sign, copying down everything I'm not using. Two times 2 is 4. Again, I go through the process of BEDMAS, brackets. I've got some. I'm looking for more brackets. I haven't got anything to do. I have an exponent here. Again, I have this exponent or root right here, but I can't actually do it yet because there's stuff underneath it that has to be finished first. So this underneath the bracket. And notice how I'm circling this, but not the root or exponent here. It's very important to keep those separate. Copy down everything you're not using. Four times 2 is positive 8. BEDMAS again. Brackets. Yep, I've got some. BEDMAS again. Brackets, nothing I can do. Exponents or roots. Yes, I have an exponent or root, and this time I can actually do the exponent or root because there's only one number underneath it. Copy down everything I'm not using. Square root of 8 of positive 8 is positive 2 decimal 8 2 8 4 2 7 1 2 5. And then this question would continue. I would do BEDMAS, and so on. That's how you deal with roots inside a BEDMAS question.